President Trump is urging Republican lawmakers not to compromise with Democrats over ending the government shutdown. The president met with Republican senators at the White House today, saying they will not be extorted by Democrats. He wants the government to be funded before any budget negotiations, while Democrats continue to hold out for extended Affordable Care Act subsidies. After the meeting, Senate Majority Leader John Thune said he expects another vote Wednesday.
So I think the president is prepared to sit down and have conversations with the Democrats, but he knows that before that can happen, we've got to have 5 Democrats who have a little backbone and a willingness to take on their leadership and do the right thing for the country.
CBS News senior White House correspondent Weijia Jiang joins us now for more. Weijia, what else came out of this meeting?
Well, this really was an opportunity for Senate Republicans to show that they are aligned with President Trump and exactly what you said, the view that they aren't going to negotiate, that they aren't going to budge on their stance, which is they are happy, they say, to have conversations about extending health care subsidies and any other items that Democrats want to talk about if the Democrats open the government first. That is exactly what President Trump said. And as we heard from Senator Thune and many others, that is where they are at this point.
A vote failed yesterday. We mentioned we're expecting another tomorrow. Are there any signs we could see any progress soon?
No. I mean, Democrats have made their position clear as well. So it's very difficult to see how they are going to get out of this, because obviously one side has to concede something. President Trump mentioned just a short time ago in the Oval Office that he will not even speak to Senate Democrats until the government is open. So there's no hope of him brokering some sort of deal. But again, Republicans say there's no deal to broker. There is nothing to negotiate because they believe that, this is a very simple solution for the Democrats to just vote on a clean resolution to reopen the government, and all those discussions can happen afterward. But Democrats aren't satisfied with that because they want to see those conversations about health care happen first, so they have reassurances that there will be extensions. So, Lindsay, there's really no sense of how long this could go on. It's already, of course, been 3 weeks.
Weijia Jiang, thank you. For more on the effects of the shutdown, let's bring in CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion. Nikole, federal workers may be without paychecks at the end of the week. What other effects are we seeing?
Well, we are seeing a lot of federal workers have to resort to creative solutions to try to make ends meet. I spent part of the day at a food bank here in the Washington area, one of several that are being added here in the region specifically for furloughed federal workers and contractors. It is something that is set up by the Capital Area Food Bank, which is one of the largest food banks in this area. But even on this first day, the demand was quite great, so much so that it required a second truckload of food to be brought in. And most of the people I talked to were career federal employees, people who had been on the job for 20, in some cases 40 years. I talked to a pair of furloughed workers from the Defense Department. Take a listen to what they told me about how long they think this shutdown could last and how they plan to handle that. How are you trying to triage that?
I'm just not spending my money frivolously. I'm making sure all my money go towards my bills. Thank God that I pay my bills a month in advance because of the threat, but everybody can't do that. So by the time I do start really feeling the pinch, hopefully the government will be back open.
We're going to definitely try our best for those things. Hopefully, I have tried to put some things in place. Keeping myself busy, keeping myself occupied, and still being on the lookout. But we can only hope to see what will happen.
So that was Theodore. He is a Navy veteran and has been working for the Defense Department for about 4 years. Melissa, the other worker that I talked to, has been with the department for about 20 years. Both of them told me that they think this shutdown is going to last for some time, potentially through Thanksgiving or the holidays. So while they are trying to strategize about how to deal with this over the next couple of weeks, you could see there, they are using this opportunity to get food as a means to try to save a little bit of money so they can put that towards other bills in the meantime.
All right, Nikole Killion, we appreciate you bringing that to us. Thank you.